This is Paul. Thank you for that memory. Yeah. The automobile changed man's way of life. Oh, there's another memory. Oh. Now, these automobiles, yeah. I'm probably not the only American citizen that was a result of individuals having sex in an automobile. There might be others of them out there. Yeah. Now, for a lot of those that are in the family, yes, they would never have sex in an automobile. They would never admit that they were under the age of 18 at the time of the birth of a child. And then they would always say that we always enforce the civil rights laws, but then they don't. Now, I found out that we as a nation have decided to retool the military of the United States. How are the generals and admirals? Now, yesterday, I found out that we have a new secretary of the Department of Defense, and you're deciding that we're going to start a new branch of the United States military, yes, called Space Command. Yeah. hmm But as I understand it, NASA has stopped sending rockets to space, and we no longer have the use of the space shuttle. Yes. And I really question why we would need a whole new branch of the military, yes, if no one is going to outer space. I mean, I hardly ever see anything about outer space. We don't send any rockets up there. We don't have any space shuttles. Pooch. It's like this whole top secret military that we don't know about as citizens. Did you think we were going to be alien invaded? We're going to, well, it's one thing to put a satellite up there, but it doesn't require any sort of manned. Yes. And I know the International Space Station, and there's probably a couple other places where you have some actual people up in outer space. But as far as we know, there's nothing on the moon. There's nothing on Mars. Hell, in fact, everything that I read about is that there's nothing up there except for some satellites. Now, is there something that you didn't tell us? Yes, about why we need to have a sixth branch of the United States military when there's nothing going on out there? Yeah, except for satellite communications. Yep. The Hubble Space Telescope, we're looking throughout the universe for other galaxies, so on and so forth. Yeah. We're going to spend X number of hundreds of billions of dollars. Yeah. And we're going to top secret, yes, have military personnel in outer space, yes, to fight an outer space war. Yeah. You know, when you really think about what you tell the American population, yes. And then I found out that yesterday while watching the television, yeah, that the Department of Defense has employed a new secretary of the Department of Defense to start a sixth branch of the United States military to prepare to fight an enemy in outer space. Yeah, but there's nothing up there. There's a moon.